I have a new toy. Plasma cutter. Okay, so I have been doing some cutting and some welding and some cutting and some welding.
And some smashing.
And some smashing. I didn't want to like do the whole out of the box, cut some pieces of metal up on the bench, which is what a lot of people do when they review these. I wanted to use it for a bit and share my thoughts on it as I continue to use it more.
Now, by use it, he means abuse it in ways that R&D would cry over.
He's giving me a hard time. But this is the Cut 55 from Mark Captain. I did use it on 110 volts and we immediately kicked the breaker. It did work. It worked, but it kicked the breaker multiple times before we could really get a piece cut like I wanted it to. And so we are using it on the 220 or 240, whatever you want to call it. But there's a problem. Just a moment ago off camera, I busted this shroud when I dropped the gun, and I'm holding the shroud together with a zip tie. I thought I had extra shrouds here. We can't find them. So I'm going to go ahead and use this anyways with the shroud cracked. And you can see crack right through there. It is literally being held together because of that zip tie. So, you know, that's how we do stuff around here, I guess. But
now I'm going to talk about how you dropped it again right after you put the zip tie onto it.
Yeah, but it didn't break, so we're good.
It's already broke.
So I am going to use this to cut parts of the frame here. I got another piece that I'm going to cut that's going to go over there. And I'm going to do it where you guys can watch it cut. And then I'm going to talk about my thoughts on it. The pieces we're going to cut are a section of frame that came out of a 98 Silverado. And then the other piece we're going to cut is a 3/8 piece. Well, this piece isn't 3/8, this is a little thinner. We are going to cut some 3/8 and some other stuff. We're going to cut through double pieces stacked on this frame because I can put a piece of metal up on a bench and cut through it all day long, but we're using it for what we're intended to use it for.
And not to mention, we could use it with a new cup, but...
Yes. This is like real life scenario. Will it do what I need it to do? So let's go. So I'm going to start off with the Chevy frame here. I've got this set to 40 amps. I've got me a line made. I'm going to come down and cut this section right here off to make it, to work this into this portion of frame. Whether or not you're questioning what I'm doing here structurally, yeah, like Kagan does, just pay attention to the plasma cutter. That's what this video is about. So, I'll see if I can start my line here. I think I'd see it. Good. Okay.
Or Monday.
there is loose. Okay, so this piece right here is 3/8 thick, and I've got to come up through here with it and come across here and clean that up, because I've got to be able to come through here with my bolt to get to my idler arm. Yeah, that one. So I'm going to cut straight up through here, and that way I can plate all this together, but I can get this out of the middle of the way of where my bolt hole's got to go through. So let's cut that 3/8 plate, and there's another 3/8 plate behind it, and we're going to see if we can dice both of them at the same time. I've got it turned up to 45 amps, so here we go. That's it, hold there. Should not be hanging on by much. Yeah, there we go. I wonder if you used to tray that. Yeah. But you see, I do a set of calipers.
You mean,
Yep. Okay, the fan you hear running is the plasma cutter itself. I've got to cut this chalk line right here out to give me room to put my idler arm in here. And this right here is not 3/8, but we are going to be cutting through some stuff back through here, doubled underneath of it that's a little thicker. So we'll get this piece out of there and then go from there. so getting the head of the cutter down into places is difficult. Good news is you can kind of flare it and cut at different angles, and you get most of it. There's a lot of slag back behind there, but it's a plasma cutter. It should be blowing that all on the floor, but I'm cutting back into a hole. Right here, getting the head in there is a little different. And then of course I can pretty this up later. Trying to get in here to cut this out, that's a problem. I need to chip a bunch of slag out of that. I've got a large piece below that, but honestly, there's some of that I don't need to cut out, and trying to get that in there is going to be tough. I will clean that up. It'll take a little bit of time. For the most part though, now that I've cut some parts out, I should be able to get completely through there to that hole right there. And then I still need to cut for that one, and you can see that one on the other side. So this hole here we need to cut for, that one we need to cut for. I may just send a drill bit down through there and drill for this one. That way, because that way I can just drill through this right here and leave most of this back in here for strength. But yes, it fits in a tight spot. It does come with one of those little guides that keeps the tip from touching the metal. Great if you're cutting flat. Where I'm cutting right now, I've got that piece over there. It would go back on here, but it goes around where the zip tie is. But it's not hard to hold it off the metal at a certain spot. And if you take your time, got a steady hand, and got a steady cutting surface in that piece, this right here does a real good job of a nice smooth cut. Back in here, I was having problems. I'm cutting at an angle, and I'm letting it touch sometimes, and it was sticking. And now I can take it back through there and kind of straighten that up a little bit. So now let's talk about my thoughts on it. So this is not our first plasma cutter here in the shop. We had another one. It was one of the PT31 ends on it, and it was a touch arc. This is a pilot arc. The pilot arc is nice, and it should be easier on consumables when I get into places where I'm not necessarily touching all the time, and when I don't have a broken cone and I can put that guide on there, you know, all those things you're supposed to do. But it does seem to have quite a bit more power than the older one we had, and the older one we got for free. And yeah, so glad I bought this thing. It is it's pretty impressive. I've cut through some pretty thick steel just blowing past the other one through the one below it, and I got to slow down a little bit. I mean, but try and get an angle grinder in there without taking sections of the frame apart. I mean, that's like, you're not going to do that. So yeah, I got a lot of prettying up to do. This is all rough fab right now, but without the plasma cutter, I wouldn't be able to cut most of this out, especially in the time frame that I've been able to cut it out. So Arc Captain, I approve. Definitely worth the purchase price of it. No, it's not a high-end one. I think it's like, what, $220 or something like that now? I don't remember. I got it on sale. Amazon said, hey, this is cheap. Oh, by the way, this is not an affiliate program thing. I don't have a link below because they sell this in a couple different models. This is not the high-end one. This is the Pilot Arc one, though. So, guys, if you're looking for a plasma cutter, so far, and I wanted to wait a few days because I wanted to use it some and not just do an out-of-the-box test. I've used it for a few days. It's still performing awesome. It's cut a whole bunch of metal off the front of this thing. So far, so good. And then I put it through the test the last couple days. So it didn't work for 20 minutes, then quit. And it stayed the same consistency of cutting the whole time. So, yeah.
The only thing that we can say for sure is...
You need to kneel down some. They can't see you.
The only thing we can say for sure is it works a lot better whenever pieces of it aren't broken.
Yeah, whenever you don't break it, it works better. So apparently I need to order a lot more consumables because, well, I've already went through 3 of the stingers, one of the tips here, and I've broken this cone that I've got back together with the zip tie that I need a new one of those. So I'm rough on equipment. Guys, thanks for watching this one, and we'll see you on the next one.